Hello, Bunny Mochi here, and today we are going to be playing Nekopara. So, in case you can see, I already have it mostly loaded, except for... No. Okay. Nyeh. Okay. We'll just stick with the English language as much as I would like to hear Japanese voices. Alright. CFK. Chicken Fried Kentucky. Backwards. So the reason why I'm playing this game is Yes, so the reason why I'm playing this game is it actually had an anime that aired in the winter, so now I want to see how the game actually turned out.
Nekopara Volume 1 始まり
Oh.
ありがとうございました。では失礼します。
失礼します。 That's such a pretty sky. I wish I could paint like that. Phew! This should be... Is this a dude? Or is this a... Phew, this should be most of the boxes then. I wiped the sweat off the forehead with my arm as the moving truck disappeared from view. Although it was early April, only the beginning of spring. Okay, so Sakura season. Oh! So, a couple weeks ago then. Today's weather was quite nice. It was even a bit hot. Well, it's a good day for a new start. I turned my head and looked at the empty bakery, which didn't even have any signage yet. The brand new exterior wall had a western look with a predominantly white and brown motif. Yes, it does. There was also a large window with lots of sunlight in. This honestly is really reading out a lot like a book. And finally there was the words that displayed the name of the sign, La Soleil. Of the bakery, La Soleil. I thought it didn't have any signage. Instead of the proper French article Le, it was La Soleil, meaning the sun. This was a nod towards the name of the shop of someone I admired. I wonder if we'll meet this person later. Now that I'm on my own, I'll have to do my best. I softly murmured to myself. Oops. That was not a murmur. From here on out, no one else would tell me what to do. Well, that sounds like issues. It's gonna start completely anew despite the stature of my family's name and everything that happened up till now. Okay. They don't really emphasize this much in the anime. I alone would decide my path and take responsibility for what I do. In exchange for that freedom, I can't blame anyone else for what happens. Still. Although I was a bit worried, the thought of what lay ahead of me made me break into a smile. Alright, in any case, I better get these things cleaned up. I took a deep breath and got my spirits back up. I stepped into this new smelling bakery. Does it actually even smell like a bakery if it's new? Ah! Those jingle bells when entering a shop. What's with this big box? In front of me was a large box I didn't recognize. In fact, there were two of them. Fragile, delicate. Absolutely this side up. If thrown, your company will be in trouble. The warnings were going overboard. They were getting annoying. Even if these are baking supplies, I don't remember buying anything quite like this. First off, there were boxes that looked like they came from my house. If these were for the bakery, there was no way I wouldn't remember buying them. There were no tags from the moving company either. All there was were those warning labels. Well, I'll know for sure once I open the... That's cute. Huh? The noises, the kitty noises.
Meow.
That's not a sound a box makes. Oh, it's just a cat, huh? Just a troublesome cat. Jeez.
よかった。ごまかせたみたい。
Apparently this box cat doesn't know what
危
fooled
ない危
means.
ない。気をつけないと。
Chocola! Like that would fool me. What are you doing, Chocola? 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 Oh!
お久しぶりですね。ご主人様。
Chocola! I liked her from the anime. It was cute. We just saw each other at home yesterday, you know?
まあ、それはそうなんですけど。あ、それよりちょっと聞いてください。引っ越し業者の人たちひどいんですよ。ショコラのこと運ぶときにですね、この段ボール重いから気をつけろよとか言って、思わずふしゃーって泣きそうになっちゃいました。ふしゃーって。一生懸命に我慢しましたけど、ショコラはプンプンですよ。プンプン。
Well, compared to the rest of my things, you are heavy. She ignored what I said. Smart cat. Chocolate puffed out her cheeks. You could say she was always happy-go-lucky, or rather she preoccupied herself with only what was in front of her. Well, I guess that's how you describe Chocolate. While I was getting ready to move, I did wonder why I didn't see you.
ペクチ。
Oh. Another kitty. These boxes are sure noisy. Hey.
お久しぶり、ご主人。
Vanilla!
引っ越し業者のトラックの中が埃っぽくて、鼻がムズムズつらかった。
Oh, Echo. Why is Vanilla here too?
ショコラがいるところ、それは私がいるところだから。それに、猫は狭いところは嫌いじゃない。あと私も、こっちの段ボールも重いから気をつけろよとか言われた。だから私もおこ、トンスカ。
Yes, it looks like she was just steaming. Again, huh? In any case, Chocolate, Vanilla, get out of here. Get out of there. I was at my wits' ends with the large boxes that had suddenly shown up. Anyhow, Chocolate and Vanilla got out of their boxes. Oh. Why is no one picking up the phone? Just what is Shigure doing? I hung up after trying to call my little sister. Oh. Little sister, ne. One-chan. One-chan. There's no way that Chocolate and Vanilla could have gotten mixed in with the rest of the boxes in the first place. On the outside, Catgirls look almost like humans. They can understand words and can talk just like us. But more than human, Catgirls were closer to normal cats. After all, Catgirls had ears and tails like cats do. They were genetically modified humanoid cats that were commonly referred to as Catgirls. Huh, so in the anime they just call them cats. They don't call them Catgirls, they just call them cats, and that's just literally what a cat was. These days, Catgirls fit into society as pets and families are partners to humans. Oh boy. My little sister really loved to dote on Catgirls. So our family had 6, including Chocolate and Vanilla. Oh dear Lord, that's a lot of cats. Oh boy. They wouldn't have been able to contact the moving company anyway. It would have been impossible for them to steal the boxes themselves either. There's no way my parents would have helped with this either. Thus I could only guess that this was somehow Shigure's doing. I see. So Shigure was an accomplice then. They end their sentences. Yeah.
新しいお布団とか家具の匂いとか好きですにゃ。
Oh dear Lord, these cats have cat puns.
思ってたより広い。ご主人の解消バッチリ。
Oh.
バニラ、あっちの部屋行ってみよう。探検。
Oh boy.
位置的におそらく寝室。きっとご主人の新しいベッドがあるはず。いやー、それは聞き逃せないね。もふもふしに行こう。もふもふ。
Oh boy.
もふもふ了解。私もそれはいいと思う。
Oh boy. Oh boy.
そうと決まればレッツゴー。
Don't get out of control and hurt yourself. They're snuggling on a bed. Let's just hope it stays snuggling.
はーい。
Without any ill intentions, the two Catgirls were off and running. Well, the bakery did have living quarters on the second floor. I wish we had houses like that. I honestly would love a house like that. Where to be like, to have a shop downstairs and the living spaces upstairs. Dear Lord, I miss Japan. So I wasn't worried about them causing ruckus around here. Of course, they aren't young Catgirls anymore either. So I shouldn't have to worry about them getting out of control too much. Well, besides that, I looked up an entry in my phone's address book. Minaduki residence. Well, I already left Shigure a message, so she should call me back later. Without pressing the call button, I put my cell phone back in my pocket. I moved out without saying anything, so for her to call me back within the day seemed a bit stupid. Let's see how... If the sister loves your Catgirls. Well, it wasn't really an issue I needed to bring up right this moment. I should hear from Shigure soon anyhow.
ご主人様のお布団、もふもふ完了であります。
That was a fast snuggle. We finished snuggling.
新しいお布団、すごくふかふか、合格点。
Eh. Good work, you two. Gosh, both of you have major bedhead. Sheesh. It doesn't look that bad from when they came back in.
ご主人様のなでなで大好き。気持ちいいです。苦しゅうない。もっと。
I wish it was kind of like one of those where you could actually pet. I want to pet the kitties. Head pets are... I've got no objection to head pets either. I tidied up their hair with a comb. Their soft hair felt nice as always. Probably Shigure is doing. I lightly bonked them both on the head when they had their eyes closed. Bonk. Now then, why were the two of you hiding among my moving boxes?
ご主人様が連れてってくれないって言うから仕方なく。ショコラが行くって言うからノリで。
Right. You had no choice. Just tagged along. Wait, what? What? I am tapping my controller. Oh, it's when you... Oh. I'm making them bounce. You had no choice. Just tagged along, you two. Well, I figured that had to be the reason, but... Anyhow, I recomposed myself and looked at the two of them again. Listen up, okay? How many times have I told you to? This isn't a vacation or a picnic. I moved out because I have no intention of going back there. The anime, their parents weren't really involved, so I wonder if they'll be involved in this at all. If you were at home, you wouldn't have anything to worry about. Shigure or the other Catgirls are there too. It would be better if you two just... Can I bump them? Hit and make them bounce. That's not, it's just that,
お腹が反抗期なだけなんです。だから違うんです。本当に。
Okay, I'm not really sure what makes this bounce anymore because now it bounces sometimes like this and sometimes it bounces with this.
朝早かったせいで朝ごはん食べ損なったから仕方ない。それにショコラはお腹の音も可愛い。
I honestly can't tell if Vanilla's really is into chocolate or what. While listening to those silly excuses, I glanced at the clock and saw it was already past 1 o'clock. Now that I thought about it, I hadn't haven't eaten anything since this morning either. Well, why don't we have lunch first then?
うわーい、ご飯、ご主人様大好き。さすがご主人は話がわかる。かたじけない。
These two are as easygoing as always. Nya.
ネコパラ。お買い物、お買い物。ご主人様とお買い物。にゃー。最近はご主人が全然お買い物連れて行ってくれなかったから、ショコラのテンションが青天井。にゃー。バニラだって実はウキウキしてるくせに。ほら、ポッペフニフニしちゃうぞ。
Oh.
ショコラ。
Oh, come on, why can't I actually get a cheek pinch? It's a cute little. Oh. Oh.
にゃ、にゃ、ダメ。
Why are these cats that act like they're getting wet in the street from cheek tickles? You'll bother those around us, so try not to get too carried away, you two. Since the refrigerator was empty, we headed to the nearby shopping district to buy groceries. From brand-name clothing stores to supermarkets, there was an array of stores. There was even a drugstore with daily necessities amongst them. If you come here, we have just about everything. That was how the real estate agent had recommended this place to me. Wait, don't you two go shopping with Shigure often?
もう、しぐれちゃんとご主人様じゃ全然違うんです。ご主人はほんと、ご主人たる自覚がなくて困る。ショコラが不憫。
Hey, first off, Shigure is your master.
しぐれちゃんもご主人様だけど、しぐれちゃんはしぐれちゃんなんです。だからご主人様はご主人様なんです。全然違うでしょ。ね、ね。理屈になってないけど熱意は伝わる。さすがはショコラ。パチパチパチパチパチパチ。
Never mind then. Anyhow, keep it down inside the store, okay? I parted from the two of them. I decided to hurry on ahead. That was a bad idea. Why are you leaving your cats? Why am I leaving my cats?
ご主人様、シャンプーはこれがいいってしぐれちゃんが言ってましたよ。これ、毛並みがサラサラになるし、すごく甘くていい匂いがする。
I see its left means head pats.
にゃんにゃん。
You can pet their heads!
ふしゃー。
Oh.
ふしゃー。これ、毛並みがサラサラになるし、すごく甘くていい匂い。
But that's stuff for you two to use. I don't need it, so put it down and come over here.
ご主人様、ひどいぶった切りようです。よしよし、ショコラ仲間いの。ご主人
How am I
はひどい
awful?
人だ
I
ね。
didn't kick you out the moment you boxes showed up. Don't just say that nonchalantly, nonchalantly toss that in the basket.
ガードが硬い。
I had to be on guard or they would sneak something in when I wasn't paying attention. They even tried to grab another basket for themselves at the supermarket earlier. So then how is shopping with... Did they get away with this with Shigure then? It was apparent to me how dreadful an idea it was when they decided to come along.
ごめんなさい、ご主人様。
Yay.
久しぶりのご主人様とのお買い物でテンション上がっちゃって。
You better be sorry, kitty.
猫は素直だから仕方ないね。ご主人も素直になればいいのに。さ。
has nothing to do with being honest. I'm telling you, don't just put the shampoo in the basket like that. Put it back.
交渉です。お願いします、ご主人様。
Chocolate is so dramatic.
何とぞショコラたちのシャンプーを買ってください。
If you're getting keeping this up, I should send you
シャン
back.
プーもない家に帰るのは悲しい。猫的に油髪はあの猫ちゃんたち、シャンプーもろくに買ってもらえないのかしら。かわいそうに。猫虐待で通報した方がいいんじゃないのかしら。
Oh dear lord. Don't put on some act to confuse the customers around us. Seriously. We had only just moved here, but suddenly we already had disapproving glares directed at us. Stop whining about your shampoo. Order it online.
ご主人様とのお出かけは楽しいです。
It's fun because you bully me.
思わずニャンニャン言いたくなっちゃいますね。ニャンニャン。にゃあ。マオ。マオ。
I can't tell what you like petted.
シャー。
I can't tell what they like petted.
にゃー。
Look, I can tell she likes that petted. She likes her cheeks. Oh, cause she likes it a bit lower.
ゴロゴロゴロゴロ。
Oh, I am learning Secret Kitty.
思わずニャンニャン言いたくなっちゃいますね。私たちのものは何も買ってくれなかったけど。
That is because you are bullying me, and I don't appreciate that. I am not a cheapskate. Besides, I nearly got reported. After that, it was the same sort of exchange at the supermarket. The whole thing was so awkward I don't think I can visit the shopping district for a while. Seriously. Well, I could guess you could say that was the cute side of Catgirls. This sounds really like the annoying.
コンコンコンコン。あっちからすごくいい匂いがする。
Yeah, alright. We were going out for lunch.
本当だ。すごく香ばしくていい匂いがします、ご主人様。
Definitely does. What is this smell? I turned towards the source of it.
いらっしゃいませ。
Oh, she looks cute. And less whiny.
おいしい出来たてのたこ焼き、いかがですか？
Takoyaki. That's the octopus.
熱々で鰹節たっぷりのたこ焼き、いかがですか？
From what I remember, I tried the takoyaki before. It's not a bad flavor, I just can't get behind the squishiness. Same with sushi.
猫のたこ焼き屋さんだ。珍しいですね、ご主人様。
I don't think it's run by the cat girl, I think she's just advertising it, honestly.
本当だ。小さい子猫ちゃん。
And less whiny. It was a cat girl younger than Chocolat and Vanilla. She waved her tiny hands as she politely drew customers in. In human terms, she looks like she was about 12 or 13 years old. In cat years, she was about 6 months old. Dear Lord, what is that age difference? So what, a month is a 2 years, then? The young cat girl noticed us and ran
猫の
over.
お姉ちゃんだ。私と一緒だね。にゃんにゃん。
Nya nya.
一緒だね。にゃんにゃん。喉ゴロゴロしてあげちゃう。ゴロゴロ。
Dear Lord, Chocolate likes
お
to
猫
touch our...
は無邪気で超かわいい。私はなでなでしてあげちゃう。なでなで。
Fine, let us pet this cat girl. Can I not pet cat girl? I cannot. Oh. Oh.
まおまお。にゃんにゃん。
so chocolate likes it high.
私はなでなで。
すみません、うちの猫が。
See, I knew she
あ
was
の
there.
猫ちゃんたちの飼い主さん？
The owner of the food stand greeted us. Yes, I am. Well, to be more exact, my little sister is their
すご
owner.
く可愛くてお利口な猫ちゃんたちだね。
Cute, yes. Smart, yes. Scheming, 100%.
愛想もいいし、言葉もしっかりしてるし、うちのはまだ7ヶ月なんだけどね。
So 7 month to 13. So then that's like roughly then, yeah, 2 years is a month in Catgirl.
もうちょっとしたらあんな風にちゃんとしてくれるのかな。
Raise her better. Shigure is spoiling my cats. The food stand owner had a wry smile on her face, like she was talking about a mischievous child of hers. At a glance, it was understandable that seeing how cute a young cat girl was made it easy to overlook these things. Mine were originally strays, so I don't actually know how old they are. What? The veterinarian said that they were twins and were now about 9 months old. So if we're going by the 2-year theory, they're 18, which means they're legal. My little sister is actually quite the teacher. Back then they were really noisy, but it was all worth it.
しぐれちゃんがちゃんとお勉強を教えてくれたんです。
Not well enough if you're stealing shampoo.
いい子になれるようにって。しぐれ厳しい。でもおかげさまでいろいろと覚えた。
So Shigure taught you how to steal the shampoo.
そうなんだ。いいご主人様なのね。
でもご主人様はご主人様なんです。しぐれちゃんはしぐれちゃんですからね、ご主人様。通訳するとしぐれは大事な友達、ご主人って呼ぶのはこっちのご主人だけって。
愛されてるんだね、ご主人様は。
Well, I am grateful. I don't know how I feel about these cats and them calling me master. She lightly nudged me with her elbow. I responded with an embarrassed forced smile. Hearing this kind of stuff in public sure was embarrassing.
子猫ちゃん、ちょっと上向いてごらん。こう？月よりゴロゴロゴロ。ゴロゴロゴロ。
Kitty. Let me rub your chin. Let me rub your chin.
ゴロゴロゴロ。
All three of them were getting along very well. The food stand owner looked fondly at them from nearby.
うちの子ももともと野良だったんだよね。
Any
今日み
purebreds?
たいにたこ焼き売ってたらお腹空かせて寄ってきてさ、そのまま拾って今じゃ自分の娘みたいなもんになってさ、店まで手伝ってくれるようになってね。
This is why Catgirls are the
人型
future.
猫が流行したこともあったけど、普通の猫の何倍も飼うのが大変だからね。
Her words seemed tinged with blame and worry. She grumbled, letting out a sigh. Not that long ago, it wasn't rare to see a stray humanoid cats just wandering throughout town. But now it's more likely for one to see humanoid cats that are well loved by their owners. So if they were genetically modified teenage girl cats, who in the holy heavens would turn them out? Or what? I feel like you could dig so much deeper into this story to why in the holy heavens Elon Musk made the Catgirls and why they became homeless, but I have a feeling this might not explain it at all. Since the amount of unfortunate humanoid cats had decreased, there was more of a balance and owners were quite elated. So why was there an
責任感
overpopulation?
のない連中ばっかりで嫌気もさすけど。
Is it like dogs? Where everybody thought it was a good idea and then realized, oh wait, they need to be potty trained. And I have a job, therefore no more dog.
でもそいつらのおかげで 可愛い娘に会えたのかなって思うと何とも言えないけどね。
It was a bright and honest laugh. I nodded in agreement. That is true. This must be like how pets find their way back to their owners. I smiled at such an uncharacteristic thought for me.
あ、そうだった。お姉ちゃんたち、たこ焼きはいかがですか？熱々で大きいタコが入ってて、すっごく美味しいですよ。
She's gonna make a very good salesperson.
すっごく美味しいたこ焼き。でもこれから帰ってご飯だから。
At this point, I'd rather just give them the takoyaki.
ご主人が作ってくれるから。
Chakana and Vanilla's shoulders drooped downheartedly. As they looked downcast, I stood behind them and rubbed their heads. Rub, 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 rub. I took a look at the little takoyaki seller. Okay, 3 orders of takoyaki. Can you do that for me?
たこ焼き3つ？
はい。
Her large eyes blinked as she tilted her head and... Do they not get that many orders? Yeah, for me, chocolate and vanilla. Would you... Could you do that for me?
はい、たこ焼き3つですね。ご主人様、オーダーです。たこ焼き3つ。
That was kind of weird how they just did the little zoom in, but they just like...
ご主人様。
This... You better behave. No more shampoo stealing. It's gonna take time to get home and make food after all. Besides, I want to try the takoyaki here too.
はい、ショコラももうお腹が切なくグーグー泣いてました。すごく嬉しいです。
Yeah, I guess I can live with that.
ご主人かっこいい。
Just stop with
し
your...
ぐれがいつもツンデレ実刑は良いものですと言ってるだけのことある。
Wait, what does that mean? Exactly what I'm thinking.
はいはい、じゃあこっちにあるメニュー、好きなトッピングと味選んでね。うちの猫が遊んでもらった分サービスさせてもらっちゃうよ。
Ooh, topping.
はい、ありがとうございます。ショコラはマヨネーズかかってるのが好きです。
Japanese mayo is not that bad.
ありがたくいただきます。ペコリ。私は明太子チーズがいい。
Cheese and fish. My question was completely ignored. Well, I guess I shouldn't let it bother me, huh? I wonder about that as I looked at chocolate and vanilla, happily awaiting their takoyaki in front of the food stand. What am I ordering? I mean, I know I get the takoyaki. Oh, yeah.
ネコパラ。ネコパラ。
Does it feel like the chapters sort of thing? Do I have a message? I still... Oh, no. Dear Lord, Shigure, learn to pick up your phone. I still can't get a hold of her. Were there guests over today? When I checked the clock, it was past 10 o'clock already. Since then, I tried calling Shigure several times, but couldn't get through to her. And just like that, it had already gotten this late. I've never gone this long without hearing from Shigure. I really didn't understand my family schedule at all.
ご主人様、ご主人様。
You make it
久
better.
しぶりに一緒にお風呂入りましょう。お背中流してあげますから。
No wonder they say this game is lewd.
私たちの発育が良くなってからお風呂入れてくれなくなった。ご主人のエロ。
Exactly why I shouldn't, but I have a feeling that this is the kind of show that's gonna call for it. You haven't even grown that much. What are you two talking about?
にゃんにゃんにゃん、にゃんですか？ショコラとバニラはもう立派なレディー猫だってしぐれちゃんが言ってましたし。
I have a feeling that Shigure calls all of you elegant cat
そ
ladies.
の発言がセクハラ。猫の尊厳を踏みにじってる。それにショコラは今ぐらいがアイデンティティ。
Vanilla, you're the one changing the subject. In any case, don't worry about the bath. You two need to get ready to go home.
にゃ帰る支度？ショコラの家はご主人様のお家ですけども。
Figured that was coming.
ショコラの隣が私の居場所だし。あとご主人かっこいい。なんか妙に男前に見えてきた。
I can't tell if you're straight, gay, or both. Stop feigning ignorance, you two. Cut that out. The two of them looked my way, about to distract me again. Since Shigure isn't picking up, I'll take you two home myself. So go get ready to leave. Chocolate and Vanilla turned away from me and had a downtrodden look on their faces. Returning home on the same day I had moved out seemed to be such a stupid idea that I did hesitate a bit. There was no other way, nor was there time for excuses. I looked towards Chocolate and Vanilla as they hung their heads in silence and continued on. Listen up, you two. I'm gonna open my bakery, and there's no telling what will happen. I've got no one to rely on, so I don't know how things will turn out. With all that going on, I don't know if I can take care of you two. Get it? Isn't it got it? I mean, it's already going to be difficult enough just looking after myself.
です。
It was a quiet voice I could barely hear. Chocolate said something with her head down. What did you say? I came closer and asked her to repeat herself.
嫌です。ショコラは絶対に帰りません。そんなこと言うご主人様は嫌いです。
Dear Lord, this cat. Oh, wait. Hey, Chocolate.
私もダットのごとく、いや、脱猫のごとく離脱。
No! Ah, wait, stop! Vanilla, why are you running away too? Catgirls, am I right?
ほらほらご主人様、こっちですよ。ショコラはこちらにございます。
It's dangerous, so stop running around. If you fall, you'll get hurt.
猫にそんな心配はご不要。人型でも猫は猫。さささ。
Sa. Maybe so in Chocolate's case, but aren't you bad with physical activity? Come on, I've got you now, Chocolate.
いやー、ご主人様のエッチ、どこ触ってるんですか？ご主人、ショコラの胸もろ触ってる。もうわしづかみ。
I am not. It's because you two are running around.
いやー、好きありです。
Dear Lord. Hey, stop it. You're going to still run? Yeah, I got you, Vanilla.
ちょこちょこちょこちょこちょ。
Ah, Chocolate, stop! Really stop!
アシストショコラ。ささ。
Like I said, stop running! The two of them just didn't listen to a word I said as they continued to mess with me, and that was how the first night went. For now, I'll let you where did they get the pajamas? Where did they get these pajamas? For now, I'll let you stay, but only for tonight. I don't have a guest beds or futons, okay? All that was happening, 11 o'clock became midnight. Oh dear Lord. Even if I took them home, everyone was sure to be asleep by now. The one glimmer of hope I had was that Shigure would call me back. Didn't happen. So I decided that taking them home tomorrow was my first priority.
もちろんご主人様のベッドで寝ます。
See, I knew it would get lewd. Expected the bath, but now it's the bed.
私もご主人のベッドで我慢する。
Clearly they had even brought, but they bring their own pajamas. Just how much planning went into their schemes anyway? Really, if you two sleep there, then where will I sleep?
一緒に寝てくれないんですか？この期に及んで。ご主人は人の男子なのに往生際が悪い。順番はご主人、ショコラ、私でいい。
See? She swings both.
にゃはー、ご主人様とバニラに囲まれて幸せにゃん。
Nyam. Don't get ahead of yourselves, you two. A single bed for 3 people is too crowded.
じゃあ押しかけたのはショコラたちですし、ここでいいですよ。猫らしく丸まって寝ますし。贅沢は言わない私たち超けなげ。猫の鏡。
I watched the two of them lie down and curl up on the floor of an empty room without even curtains. That's way too pitiful of a sight to be called
お
praiseworthy.
引っ越ししたばかりで段ボールたくさんありますよね。お家作ったらあったかいって聞いたし、なんとかなる気がする。
Aww. See, I'm tied between these cat girls are cute, or they're just making me aggravated. That's something only strange people would say. Where did these cat girls get this information from anyway? Well, they probably read a lot of books or watched TV in Shigure's room. Chocolate isn't good with kanji characters, so she only reads picture books, though. 18-year-old with picture books. Ah, whatever. You two go sleep in my bed. It still gets pretty cold at night in April, after all.
そしたらご主人様はどうするんですか？ショコラの隣？
I'm going to sleep on the sofa in the living room. The sofa can fit 1 person, and there's an air conditioning there if I need it.
ダメですよ。それならショコラがソファーで寝ますから。
These are thirsty
ご
cat
主人
girls.
様はバニラと一緒にお布団で寝てください。私こそソファーのが落ち着く。ショコラとご主人でベッド使えばいい。
They move quickly towards me like lions catching their prey. I placed my hands on their head and spoke in a clear and stern voice. I'm only doing one hand because I need the other hand on the controller. Unless we do this. Nyeh. Listen up. I will sleep on the sofa, and you two will sleep in my bed. Those are your master's orders. Understood?
あう、ご主人様。ご主人。
I deliberately said it that way. The two of them looked as if they wanted to say something, but they hesitated. They lowered their heads apologetically.
ごめんなさい。ご主人様。ごめんなさい。ご主人。
They mustered that out. They looked as like they were on the verge of tears. Their obedience had exact opposite of the effect I expected. It filled with me. These cat girls are... Oh my dear lord, these cat girls. All they do is fill you with guilt. They act 1 second, they act all cute. The next minute, they try to guilt trip you into everything. I felt a prickling sensation in my heart. The pain left me as I sighed and rubbed the two of them on the head. Again. Fine, we'll do this again.
Meow. Meow.
There you go. Feel better now? The pain left me as I sighed and rubbed the two of them on the head. Come on, get going.
はい。
Good night, and if anything happens, call for me right away.
はい。おやすみなさい。ご主人様。
I have a feeling they're gonna crawl on this sofa with me.
おやすみ、ご主人。
I already set the house quite a lot if I already have a bed and all that stuff in there. I gently rubbed the heads of the two dispirited cat girls once more. So let us rub their heads.
にゃんにゃん。ゴロゴロゴロゴロ。
Gara 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 gara.
にゃん。
Eh, the cat noises are cute.
むにゃにゃにゃ。にゃ
Okay, so you can get different. See you in the morning. With that said, I turned the lights off in the room. I
ー
don't
ご
know,
主
like,
人様。本当にごめんなさい。
be more
迷惑を
sorry.
かけてしまって。
I expect begging. Her vanishing voice echoed slightly in the darkened room. The pain in my heart from before became even sharper. I swallowed that pain and replied carefully, "It's okay if it's just for one night. Don't worry about it."
ご主人様。
One night. Now then, go to sleep. They're gonna end up on the sofa. I really shouldn't act on my emotions, huh? I laid down on the sofa and sighed while staring at the ceiling. If I gave in to my emotions, the result would just lead to more sadness. If I used kind or hopeful words, they would all end up as lies. It's pretty uncool of me to be so passive like this. I continue to pile on insults and make excuses for my actions. I closed my eyes and waited for sleep to take over.
Nekopara.
Nekopara.
その件に関してはショコラとバニラの意思を尊重したいと思います。ショコラとバニラがちゃんと納得したら迎えに行きますので。
I finally got a hold of Shigure. Leaving no room for bargaining, I cut to the chase. But Shigure, even if you say that, I don't think chocolate and vanilla will.
ところで兄様、この妹目に今朝の愛のささやきを。
But we got an older brother complex, don't we? Don't make it sound like that's a daily ritual or something. In any
あ、
case...
すみません。お父様から呼ばれましたので失礼いたします。愛してますわ、兄様。ではまた。
Ah, wait, Shigure! Seriously? As the ruthless electronic buzz of the dropped call echoed, I stared at my cell phone. And here I thought that I could sort this all off if I could just talk to Shigure.
朝ごはんおいしいですね。で、ご主人様のご飯はいつでもおいしいですにゃ。ショコラ、ほっぺにケチャップついてる。
What are they having for breakfast?
芸術的に可愛い。舐めてあげちゃう。ペロペロ。
The Catgirls in question were happily stuffing themselves with sandwiches for breakfast? Who? Is that even a Japanese thing? I just remember runny eggs and miso soup and porridge and fruit. These sandwiches incidentally contain tomato, cheese, and lettuce. With an over-easy fried egg tucked in all of that, it was a simple meal. Breakfast was pretty much like this. Why'd they just do the egg on the toast? You two are definitely going home today,
ご
okay?
主人様はショコラたちといるの楽しくないですか？ショコラは楽しいですよ。もうそれは今世紀最大級に。昨晩はご主人だって結構お楽しみだったくせに。
Stop it with the deliberately misleading words. I said it, their happy-go-lucky mindset. It took the opportunity to fill their empty glasses with milk. Yum. The eating habit of catgirls were pretty much the same as those of humans, so that part was straightforward. Of course, what they really liked and disliked depended on each individual catgirl. In the end, I wasn't able to get everything put away yesterday. Was I even able to put anything away? Today, I really have to start getting ready for the bakery's opening, too. That's why I don't have time to relax and play with you two. Be good girls and go home. I said that to them with the sandwich in my hand.
ここにショコラがいたら、ご主人様は迷惑ですか？
Yes. She put her sandwich down on her plate, and just like yesterday, she looked at me with upturned eyes. Yeah, it's a problem. I answered her clearly. Yeah, you're a problem.
そうですか。そうですよね。
This Shigure has learned the art
やっ
of
ぱり。
taught it to catgirls. Her shoulders drooped even more. How far do these shoulders droop? Ears, which sat on top of her head, drooped down heartedly too. Aw, cute little
シ
cat.
ョコラ。
Unable to make fun of anything, Vanilla could only look on with concern. The pain from last night pricked my heart again. I tilted the already cooled coffee cup as my emotions dulled, unimpeded by my judgment.
それでもショコラはご主人様のところに
So she's the one that's got the lady boner for the brother, while she's the wingman that swings always. Her usually always perky ears were drooping. Chocolate was speaking clearly on her volition.
ショコラがいるなら私もここにいる。私もここにいたいと思う。
Vanilla's usually blank expression did not change. However, she showed me her strong determination. I don't remember Chocolate or Vanilla ever being this disobedient. That thought stayed at the back of my mind. But if I was going to be swayed by that, then I wouldn't have said this. Look, I need you two to understand. Good boy. Hmm?
ご注文ありがとうございます。ロイヤルウッドです。
Tableware.
ご注文いただきましたティーセットの配達にお伺いしました。ではこちらお店の中に運んじゃいますね。こちらの段ボールで全部ですね。では間違いなければ受領書にサインをいただいてもよろしいでしょうか。
You should open the box and check things. She smiled brightly and brought out the invoice along with the pen. Okay, let's see. Somehow this doesn't look like what I ordered.
本当ですか？それは品物が違うということでしょうか？
No, the stuff I ordered is in here, but... It was all as if the inside of the bakery had become completely made of boxes. As you can see, we don't need this much tableware inside the bakery.
すみません。すぐ本社に確認しますので、少々お待ちいただいてもよろしいでしょうか。
What's going on?
大変申し訳ございません。こちらのミスで別の注文書と混じってしまっていたようでして、水月様の方もすぐにご入り用と思いますので、もしよろしければご注文分の食器を受け取っていただければと思うのですが。
Except my portion. Huh? Out of all of this? There's still things that need doing in advance of my bakery opening, so I don't mind accepting these. That's gonna take a while to separate all of this.
もちろん私もお手伝いさせていただきますので、私も次の配達に行かないといけないですし。
Look, you don't need to put all this pressure on me. From the looks of it, it would take 2 hours or more, but to have it redelivered would take double the effort too. That's right! I have a lifeline!
にゃですか？
Go to work. My cat child, whatever you want to call you. Work. Help me.
猫ちゃんたち、本当に助かりました。
I am surprised those two didn't break any of the silverware.
ありがとうございます。本当にありがとうございます。では、私はこれで失礼させていただきますね。
I'm exhausted. I glanced at the tableware we had finished organizing, lowered myself into a chair and relaxed my
ご主人
shoulders.
様、冷たいお茶です。どうぞ。
Oh, so this. Thank you, Chocolat. Don't mind if I do. I downed the cold tea in one gulp. Somehow or another, the light meal tableware had arrived. Soon had to get the bakery ready for its opening. I did say I need any help I could find, and I really did need the help this time.
チー、褒めて。
Alright, let's pat. We head pat. you go. You get the head pats.
シャ
Okay, enough head pats.
ーじー褒めて褒めて褒めて褒めて
I could sense the praise Miura coming from Chocola. She had a wide smile and her face was in a ready stance to receive my approval. Thanks. I couldn't have done it without you two.
わーいご主人様に褒めてもらっちゃってやっぱにらぴゃーいよっほー
See what I mean? They could be cute. So annoying at the same time, just like actual cats.
柱の陰から見守ってた甲斐があったね。よしよし。ショコラ、ご主人様のお役に立てましたね。やっぱりご主人様一人じゃお仕事大変だと思うんです。ねえ。猫の手でも存分に役に立つ。私たちがいなかったらまだ仕分け続行中だと思う。
She's scheming. Vanilla's the schemer. Hey, you two are getting a bit too close. They leaned forward towards me for emphasis. It is true that without you two around, this would have been a real problem. But that's a different issue from the one from before. You two have to go back home. Besides, it's not like I could ask you two to work for me or anything, okay?
そうですか。やっぱりダメですか。
Her shoulders drooped along with her ears and tail. The enthusiasm she showed earlier had completely disappeared. Dear Lord, these girls are more manipulative than some American girls. She sighed deeply and looked disheartened.
お掃除でもしてきます。せっかくですし。
She trudged up to the second floor, still dejected. Chocola isn't an idiot. I knew she was pushing herself to be bright and full of energy, but even so, this wasn't something I was going to easily change my mind about. For how much she cared about me, it was still the more reason to stay the course.
ご主人、私たちがいたらそんなに迷惑？悪い？
She spoke quietly in her usual way. Vanilla tilted her head as she asked the question. You two aren't bad cat girls. That's why I can't have you stay here.
悪い子じゃないのにダメなの？
It's because you two are good cat girls I can't allow it. She blinked as she took in my words. It's almost as if she was trying to peer inside my heart. She quietly stared directly at me.
人って難しい。猫にはそういうのはわからない。好きならそばにいたい。少なくとも私はそう思うけど。
Vanilla. Vanilla.
ショコラのところ行ってくる。
With those words, she went upstairs. The sound of her small footsteps slowly disappeared, and before long I couldn't hear them anymore. Humans are hard to understand, huh? Inside the bakery, now devoid of anyone but myself, I repeated those words she had just said to me. Now that I think about it, that's a pretty inconsistent way of thinking, isn't it? Cat girls do not understand that. Having her said that out loud, I began to understand what it really meant. It must be pretty nice to live the simple life of a cat girl, huh? In the sudden quietness of the bakery, I closed my eyes and shook off the bitter smile on my face as I began to clean up the tea sets that had arrived earlier.
Nekopara. あれ？今日はあのたこ焼き屋がいない。
It just so happened that no one was home on the day I decided to take the two cat girls home. I also had happened to leave the house key. Dear Lord, how forgetful is this guy? So to make good use of time, I went to do some shopping before Shigure got home.
ごめんバニラ。なんだっけ、また旅だっけ。だいたいそんな感じ。
That isn't the right word at all. Chocolate, if you're tired, why don't we rest a bit?
あ、はい、少しだけ。でも大丈夫ですから。心配かけてごめんなさい、ご主人様。
There's no need for you to apologize. She had a troubled smile on her face as she nodded. It's pretty clear why she wasn't in good spirits. That's why there was nothing I could really say to her. Well, there happens to be a bench over there, so why don't we rest a bit?
じゃあ私、何か飲み物買ってくる。
Ah, thanks. Something for everyone, okay?
了解、任された。
I handed Vanilla some change and offered a bench to Chocola. Aw, said Chocola. Can I pet you? The constant sea breeze rustled the trees in the park. All that could be heard throughout the empty park were the quiet sounds of nature. I silently sat down next to the disheartened Chocola. Like the gently setting sun, time passed by slowly.
ショコラ、帰ります。
Her voice was so quiet that I wasn't quite sure if I had heard her or not. Even so, she answered clearly. Without saying a word, I responded by gently rubbing Chocola's head.
何は、ご主人様に電話してもいいですか。
Why is she so obsessed with me? Yeah.
また、ご主人様のところに遊びに来てもいいですか。
Yeah.
ご主人様は、ショコラたちのこと、
Why is she
ちゃん
acting
と
like
毎
it was
日
a
思い
breakup?
出してくれますか。
Or like the end of high school? Dear Lord, she's as melodramatic as I was as a teenager.
ショコラは、離れてても、ご主人
How
様
far
って
away is this house? Her voice trembled as she frantically wiped away her tears. Hey, Jill. She stifled her sobbing and her voice became strained. She looked pained as she did her best to hold back her emotions, biting her lips. I held back my irresponsible words that were on the brink of coming out with all my strength. Yeah, of course I will.
ご主人様、ごめんなさい、ご主人様。
I was frustrated at myself for saying nothing. I felt empty. This guy has the emotion, the personality of a teaspoon. I can only offer condolences that could not be put into words. I rubbed Chocola's head as gently as I could.
やっぱりご主人様は優しいですね。
Am I the only one that loved you at that house? I don't really think I'm kind at all.
ご主人様、前も同じこと言ってましたから。
Before?
覚えてますか？ショコラとバニラをご主人様としぐれちゃんが連れて帰ってくれた時のこと。
Dear Lord, she has an obsession. Ah, of course I remember that. It was a cold day half a year ago. Chocolate and Vanilla were huddled together crying by the side of the road. They were still so young they couldn't even speak yet. It was that day that I embraced their small cold bodies and took them home. No wonder she's got an obsession. There was no way I could simply forget that important day when our family grew bigger. No wonder she's obsessed. In the beginning, you two really couldn't get used to things at home.
あの時は知らないお家で知らない人と猫ばっかりで怖くて。
You two wouldn't eat at all, which really worried Shigure.
はい、とっても心配かけちゃいました。
I started to hear a tiny bit of laughter in her voice as we reminisced about the past. にゃん。
ショコラとバニラが熱を出した時のことも覚えてますか？
Am I the only one that takes care of you and Shigure just teaches you manners? I definitely do remember that. Oh, baby vanilla, baby chocolate. It was a few days after we brought chocolate and vanilla home. At that point, they only occasionally drank some water. And as always, they didn't really touch their food. The combination of malnourishment and cold weather had really begun to weaken their bodies. They both developed high fevers and were in pain.
あの時は夜中で誰にも気づいてもらえなくて、とにかく苦しくて辛くて寂しくて、声も出せなくて、手も足も全然動かなくて、助けて、誰か助けてって思いながらただただ泣いてたんです。
So she does have a savior complex. So that's what it is. She's obsessed with him because he helped her when in her moment of great need. Dear Lord.
そしたら
It's alright. I'm here with you too, so don't worry.
ご主人様が大きくてあったかい手で
Rub heads.
撫でてくれたんですよね。ずっとそばで大丈夫大丈夫って言い続けてくれて、ショコラとバニラのことを撫で続けてくれてました。朝になって病院に行くまでずっとそばにいてくれて、不安で心細かったのが全部嘘だったみたいに。あの時も同じこと言ってました。俺は別に優しくなんかないって。でもショコラたちはご主人様が助けてくれなかったらここにいなかったです。あの時ご主人様がそばにいてくれなかったら誰も信じられないままでした。ご主人様のおかげでご飯も食べれるようになりました。しぐれちゃんともみんなとも仲良くなれました。
All because I saved you from a fever.
だ
I
から
am
あ
the
の
hero.
時からショコラのご主人様はご主人様になったんです。
Dear Lord, there's the guilt trips of all guilt trips. I mean, it's a legitimate guilt trip this time. It's not like the shampoo or the takoyaki. This one's actually legitimate, so I can kind of get their point. But after all those other guilt trips, it kind of loses the effect of 3 guilt trips.
ショコラはそれからずっと優しいご主人様のことが大好きなんですよ。
I wish that her tear-filled eyes would not spill over. Those tears were filled with anxiety, sadness, and happiness. She smiled all she could before me.
だからショコラはご主人様がいなくなっちゃうって聞いて、いても立ってもいられなくて、どうしても一緒に行きたくて、しぐれちゃんにお願いをしたんです。
She said that with the faintest of smiles, one that seemed as if it would disappear at any moment. Those words were so gentle and warm, but there was also an undeniable sadness and emptiness mixed in with them. Chocolate. I was the one she was saying all this to. Even so, the only thing I could say back to her was her name.
お金のこととか難しいことはやっぱり猫にはわからないです。でもやっぱりショコラはご主人様のそばにいたいんです。
I see why she's a waifu.
ご主人様が辛くて大変そうなのなんとなくわかります。本当になんとなくですけど、お掃除でもお洗濯でもお料理でもショコラがお手伝いできることは何でもしますから。
Do you promise? Swear on it. Swear on it. Now, and I might let you stay. Do my
今す
laundry.
ぐにはできなくても絶対にちゃんとできるようになりますから。だからもう一度だけお お願いしちゃショコラは
I have a
ご主
feeling
人
Shigura
様と
knew
一
this.
緒に
Chocola voiced her feelings clearly once again, and barely kept her tears from overflowing. Of course, Chocola, if you could be with me. I was engulfed by my inner thoughts which were ready to overflow. She yearned for me so earnestly, for her so innocently believed in me, there should be no reason for me to be against it. The day Chocola and Vanilla became an important part of my family. As long as they were with me, the days would be bright and enjoyable. I was simply selfish for just leaving them at home like that. You are not selfish, you're making your way out into the world and don't know if you can support 2 cats. That's why you need to have them work. I didn't want to get my dear family wrapped up in my selfishness or have them experience any unnecessary hardship. They wouldn't! It's just emotional. You two are important to me after all.
私たちは猫だから自分に素直なだけ
Where was Vanilla this whole time? Was she hiding? My inner conflict was disrupted by Vanilla. Vanilla had returned at some point, and she looked straight at me as she sat by Chocola.
私なら楽しいことならショコラと一緒がいい
I know you're indifferent.
たとえ辛いことでもショコラと一緒にいたいと思うだって一緒にいれないことの方が寂しくて辛いから
Vanilla.
本当に好きなら迷惑かけたって一緒にいたいそれでも一緒にいたいものだと思う私たちが幸せかどうかなんていくらご主人でも決めつけるのは違うと思うよ
I don't think it's wrong, it's just well, based on this character, he's getting out from under his family's thumb, and the thing is he doesn't know if he can support 2 cat girls on top of his own living expenses. So let him figure it out, and then he can take you. That would be the easy problem. Either that or just start working and help me.
それに大事な人が大変ならなおさらそばにいたい
I guess there's that, but you're not the wife yet, so.
何ができるかはわからないけどでも辛い時にそばで励ますことくらいできるよ
All you did yesterday was cause me trouble. Her smile was gentle like the setting sun. Dear Lord, that sounds... Dear Lord. It was a warm and soft smile. The uncharacteristic words from Vanilla deeply penetrated and seeped into my heart.
だからきっとしぐれも私たちがご主人のところについていくの許してくれた
She knew.
しぐれはご主人と一緒に行くことはできないから
What is with all these ladies wanting to follow me?
だからご主人が本当にショコラのことを思うなら一緒にいるべきだと思う
It's like, I can kinda agree, kinda not. But that's like a wife-girlfriend standpoint, you're just cats. It's like, dear Lord, there's arguments for both sides. There was not even the faintest bit of hesitation. They were such honest and absolutely straightforward words. Who am I to dictate Chocola and Vanilla's happiness? There were no other thoughts in my mind. Except for those words that continue to strongly resonate in me.
たとえ何不自由のない暮らしでもご主人様がいないのは嫌なんですいくら大変でもショコラはご主人様と一緒にいたいんですだからお願いしますご主人様のそばにさせてくださいここがショコラがいたい場所なんです
She smiled with tears in her eyes. It was a bright and honest smile. They were nothing but absolute pure, genuine words. Humans really are at a loss for words when it comes to Catgirls, huh? Saying no to their words was not something I could bring myself to do.
ご主人様それって
It won't be like it was back at home. You can't just live here however you like. Got it?
はい、大丈夫です。ご主人様がいるだけでショコラは幸せですから。やれやれ、ついにご主人陥落。嫌よ嫌よも好きのうちだね。
I didn't say I hated you. I just want you to go home where it's safe. The dreary moment seemed to be blown away by her dazzling smile. Despite all this talk about family, perhaps I was the one that really didn't believe in it. Thinking about all this from their perspective, it was very simple. And here I thought they were acting immaturely. Perhaps Catgirls were more human than humans were when it came to honesty. From here on out, we need to do our best all together.
はい、毎晩大トロじゃなくて大丈夫です。たまにでいいです。お肉も A4 でいい。松阪牛なら脂身最高。
You're being spoiled again. Is that what you have all been eating at home? If the road ahead of us is uncertain, I lovingly rub their heads, disheveling their hair. Dishevel. Alright, why don't we head back to the shopping district then?
なんでですか？お買い物はもう終わったんですよね。
We have to go buy the shampoo you two like, don't we?
おー、ご主人かっこいい。ついでに松阪牛も買おう。
Well, today is a celebration, so why not?
やったー！お祝いパーティーですね。
These cats are so spoiled.
ご主人太っ腹。さすがは私たちのご主人。
Just for today, okay? This was the beginning to a bright new life. And together with the happy, high-spirited Chocolate and Vanilla, we took the first step towards it. So this is the first game then. Aww. The little sick cats. So this is volume 1. Or is this just the pre-volume 1? Oh, it's just like this in the anime intro, but except for it's got Vanilla and Chocolate getting ready. Oh boy. Vanilla. Coconut, azuki, maple, and cinnamon. Shigere. Oh, so they're gonna get their bells. Oh boy. Oh boy. How does one choose? Welcome to La Soleil. So is that the prologue or is that the whole of volume 1? Well, I'm gonna end it there. It looks like based on the little clip, that is then just the first part of the whole thing. So, like and subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you all next time. So, bye-bye!